Flag of Sri Lanka.
The flag of Sri Lanka, also called the lion flag, consists of a gold lion, holding a kastane sword in its right forepaw, in front of a dark red background with 4 golden bow leaves, one in each corner. Around the background is a yellow border, and to its left are 2 vertical stripes of equal size in green and saffron, with the saffron stripe closest to the lion. The lion represents the Sinhalese ethnicity and the bravery of the Sri Lankan nation, while the 4 bow leaves represent Mettā, Karuna, Mudita and Upekkha. The orange stripe represents the Sri Lankan Tamils, the green stripe represents Sri Lankan Moors, and the maroon background represents the majority Sinhalese, like the lion. It was adopted in 1950 following the recommendations of a committee appointed by the first Prime Minister of Ceylon, the RT Honourable D.S. Naik.
History.
When Vijaya, the first king of the southern parts of island of Sri Lanka, arrived in Sri Lanka from India in 486 BC, he brought with him a flag with a symbol of a lion on it. Since then the lion symbol played a significant role in the history of Sri Lanka. It was used extensively by North Indian rulers who followed King Vijaya, and it became a symbol of freedom and hope. When the king Dutujamunu embarked on the campaign in which he defeated the South Indian Tamil invader Alara, who had ruled the northern and eastern parts of the island, he carried with him a banner which portrayed a lion carrying a sword on his right forepaw along with 2 other symbols, the sun and the moon. The banner was in use until 1815, when the reign of the last king of the Kandayan kingdom, King Sri Vikramarajasena, was brought to an end with the Kandayan nobility's signing of the Kandy Convention on March 2, proclaiming King George III as King of Ceylon and replacing the lion flag with the Union flag as the national flag of Ceylon. The government of British Ceylon used its own flag. The lion flag was taken to England and kept at the Royal Hospital, Chelsea. Then, as the independence movement in Sri Lanka gained strength in the early 20th century, E.W. Perera, a prominent figure of the independence movement with the help of D. R. Wijewardene, the press baron, discovered the original lion flag in Chelsea. A picture of it was subsequently published in a special edition of the Dinamana newspaper to mark 100 years since the end of Sri Lankan independence. The lion flag then became a centerpiece of attraction to the public, who for the first time since the fall of the Kandayan kingdom were now aware of its actual design. In 1948 the flag was adapted as the national flag of the Dominion of Ceylon, however the flag underwent several changes in 1953 and again in 1972. During the same year 4 leaves of the bow tree were added to the 4 corners of the Sri Lankan national flag under the direction of Nisanka Jayaratne. At the time, he was Permanent Secretary to the Ministry of Cultural Affairs and Chairman of the National Emblem and Flag Design Committee. Prior to 1972, the corners of the flag were occupied by symbols depicting spearheads. The 4 bow leaves added by Jayaratne reflect the core principles of Mettā, loving kindness, Karuna, compassion, Upekkha, equanimity, and Mudita, happiness.
Symbolism.
The national flag of Sri Lanka represents the country and its heritage as rallying device that integrates the minorities with the majority race. However, minorities are shown as such with percentage-based allocation on the flag, rather than equal basis as is common elsewhere including the United Kingdom. Most symbols in the flag have been given distinctive meanings.